This is pulse amplitude modulation and demodulation trainer. Order code of this trainer is 40503. Now we are going to experiment number first. Experiment number first is to demonstrate sampling of a sine wave audio signal, thereby converting it into PAM, pulse amplitude modulated signal. For this experiment, on the panel you can see different blocks and different circuit diagram shown. This is your modulating signal. You can see on the CRO screen, this is your modulating signal. With the help of label knob, this is label knob. With the help of this knob, you can adjust the amplitude of this modulating signal. On CRO screen, you can adjust the amplitude of this modulating signal. This is sampling pulse generator. Output of this generator is available on TP1. This is your sampling pulse. With the help of this knob, you can set the frequency of this sampling pulses, and with the help of this toggle switch, you can adjust the lower frequency range when you put this switch to L position, and when you put this switch to H position, now your frequency range is to high frequency range. So this is your sampling pulse generator. For the experiment number 1, connect TP1 to input 1. TP1 is the output terminal of sampling pulse generator, and connect TP2. This is TP2. This is also TP2 because both terminals are internally connected. So TP2 connected to input 2. TP2 is the output terminal of modulating signal generator. Now modulating signal is connected and sampling pulse connected, and for the observation of PAM modulator, connect the CRO between the terminal marked as output. Output terminals are the output socket of PAM modulator. On the CRO screen, you can see the pulse amplitude modulated waveform. This is your pulse amplitude modulated waveform. So this is your experiment number 1. In case the PAM waveform is not coming, observe one by one on the CRO by check the TP1. This is your TP1 waveform. This is your TP1 waveform. This is your TP2 waveform. This is your TP2 waveform. Observe the output of PAM demodulator at the socket marked demod output on the CRO. The required waveform shall resemble with the modulating signal. So experiment number 2 is demodulate the PAM signal. So this is the output terminal of PAM modulator. So connect this output to input terminal of PAM demodulator, and output of PAM demodulator is available on demode output marked sockets. So now CRO is connected to demode output terminals and this is the recovered modulating signal, received modulating signal. Adjust the level of modulating signal as also the frequency of sampling pulses in order to obtain a best possible recovered signal. This knob is for adjusting the level of modulating signal, and this knob is for frequency of sampling pulse generator. You can change the frequency of sampling pulse with the help of this frequency. With the help of both knobs, you can get the best signal. This is your recovered signal, and you can compare it with your input modulating signal. So this is your experiment number 2. Experiment number 3 is to demonstrate the effect of sampling rate on the distortion in recovered signal, sine wave audio signal. For this experiment, CRO is connected to DMOD output terminals. TP1 is connected to input 1. TP2 is connected to input 2. And output of PAM modulator connected to input of PAM demodulator. In continuation with above experiments, now slowly vary the frequency of sampling pulses while carefully observing the demodulated signal on the CRO. This is your demodulated signal, and our frequency knob of sampling pulse generator is on high position, maximum clockwise position, and toggle switch to H position means high frequency range position. Now we are going to decreasing the frequency of sampling pulse generator and see the effect on recovered signal. This is the effect of frequency sampling frequency on recovered signal. Now we are decreasing the sampling pulse generator frequency. More distortion, you can see more distortion is available on modulating signal, received modulating signal, recovered signal, on the recovered signal. It will be observed that as the frequency of sampling pulses is lowered, the recovered signal waveform become more and more distorted. Now we are going to put the toggle switch to L position. L position means your sampling pulse generator frequency is now lower range. So this is your lower range. Now you can see your recovered signal is more distorted. This error is called sampling error. Frequency of sampling pulses should be more than twice the frequency of modulating signal. And this is your high frequency range, and frequency variation knob is in fully clockwise position and toggle switch in H position. So your recovered signal is clear. So these are the 3 experiments which you can perform on this trainer. Pulse amplitude modulation and demodulation trainer. Order code of this trainer is 40503. So you can do the different experiments on this trainer.